down the side. It's the final weekend of a whole summer of Big Brother 2012. Oh! Yes, we're entering our last week, but before we look forward, let's look back at 7 days of high drama.
I can see something brewing.
Yeah, come on! Bring it on!
Hello, Jasmine. Big Brother sees you've brought your mother with you.
Double trouble. I'm your new housemate. I'm a psychic. Do you have a dog?
He died a couple of years ago.
There are dark, evil women around you.
Danica. She's the whore.
Thank you. Oh, it's all right. You can look again now.
Oh, look at this. Perfect.
Oh, it's not normal, is it? Because it's normally 30 bob for a quickie.
Yes!
To watch Colleen mixing.
Cameras right up the front.
The girls are playing.
All that's missing now is Willie.
I just had Willie.
To see Prince as the sheep.
Come on, little fella.
Michael, who really needs to man up.
Rian!
That's Mum.
Face like a smacked ass. Should have felt the impact of that pie in my fucking face.
I just don't think I like you anymore.
You fancy me, and I don't fancy you back.
Poison.
Samantha.
Colleen.
Danica.
I've never done that to you.
The situation is now banned from nominating.
I'm not happy with some of the things Julia's saying.
Samantha, Danica.
You know I love you. Piss off, Julie. You haven't loved me from day one.
Get it?
Got it? Good.
Wow, even Julie would have struggled to chew her way through that lot. But here to attempt it with me is psychologist Mark Rackley. And he's more than just a friend of the show, if you know what I mean. Is he, Lee?
I'm a lover of the show.
And finally, sure to be offered her own series after this, we think Challenge Danica has a nice ring to it. It's Danica! So tonight we'll have a TV exclusive when we reveal to you which housemates are up for the final eviction. Can I get an a woo? A woo. Thank you. A woo. Before all that, though, let's go over to Jamie, who's been providing the nation's housewives with a place to air their dirty laundry all summer. Yes, his dressing room is full of it. Jamie?
Certainly is. Thank you, Alice. Tonight I'm going to be joined by Danica. Yes, you get a one-on-one with her, and all it costs you is the price of a phone call. The number is on your screen now. Don't forget to leave a message, otherwise we won't be able to call you back. Speaking of back to you, Alice.
Thanks, Jamie. Right, let's talk about the week we just watched, shall we?
Yes.
Let's. Thank you, Mark. At least you replied, Ian.
Yes.
Thank you, Danica. We lost some great housemates due to another round of explosive face-to-face nominations. Do people nominate differently when it's face-to-face, Ian?
You say we lost some great housemates.
Go on.
Danica's sitting there. That brick woman was
He
rubbish.
does respond to a punch or a slap. I'm just going to
no, the face-to-face nominations, they're horrible, the face-to-face nominations. Yeah. And it's very, very unpleasant. I think it does affect the way that people vote. You would vote differently if they're sat there. And also, they don't really give particularly honest answers, do they? Honest reasons.
I did.
I don't believe a word you say. I know how you work.
When you just pick everyone that you thought wouldn't be able to beat you up in a fight, you'd be like, I pick Samantha because she's quite slight.
Can I say, I still don't understand what your job is, and I have no judgment at all. But if there are any gentlemen that would like to be rinsed,
No.
I need a new laptop. I've got an Acer and it's not very good, so I will.
Acer Inspire, I've got one of those. Other laptops are available. Danica, do you agree? Face to face, is it a completely different experience?
It's a completely different experience, and it's so hard, and you actually feel physically sick. But my choice of nominations certainly didn't change whilst I was face to face than in the diary room. But I know some housemates, they had to change just because they were quite nervous.
It's too intimidating.
Yeah, it's very intense.
Colleen took nominations very badly this week. Let's remind ourselves of that moment.
And Julie, she is so playing the game in a vile way. You know I love you. Piss off, Julie. You haven't loved me from day one. She's so pissing false. And I don't care if people vote me out. I don't care. Because I'm not false, and I'm not jumping ship. I'm not in anybody's ship.
Oh, Mark, I know you love me. Piss off! What did you make of that?
I think Colleen is a victim of a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy here. She from the word go when she went to the house, she said, Julie, Julie doesn't like me. And if she already had those ideas and thoughts in her head, she called it women's intuition, but what it was, these pre-existing thoughts were there, and then the behaviour plays itself out. It's just going to reinforce those thoughts, which it did, because she totally convinced herself that Julie didn't like her. So I'm not surprised to see that reaction there.
She was a little bit paranoid from the beginning,
Absolutely.
and then it kind of snowballed, didn't it? Danica, did you realise that Colleen felt so strongly about Julie?
Yeah, I did, because I don't know whether you noticed, but me and Colleen was very, very close in the house. I thought she was amazing, but she felt very strongly about Julie from word go, and none of us other housemates, apart from her, realised kind of what she was like until quite late on.
So you think it was foresight? She kind of was just there first with working out what Julie was really like?
Yeah. She was definitely there first, definitely. And everybody else couldn't understand Colleen's view of Julie and the other way around, but Julie definitely took a dislike to Colleen
And maybe that was before the house even.
Definitely.
That was Colleen's theory.
As soon as Colleen walked in, I heard Julie go, oh, here it is, the gorgeous little household sweetheart, in a really kind of...
Oh. What a lovely welcome. Well, Colleen survived the public vote and danced barefoot on the sofa, as I'm sure we all would. I know Ian would. Have you seen a different side to her since she was saved?
Colleen, well, she's cried as much and moaned as much. I've met Colleen and she's lovely and she is a nice person. But for God's sake, just stop being so miserable. And when they had those salmon and cheese, I don't like salmon. Cheese, I don't like cheese. Oh, just fuck off.
Everyone likes salmon and cheese.
Everyone likes it. Just for goodness sakes, just pull yourself together.
I love that's the basis of your dislike, that she doesn't like salmon or cheese.
Everyone likes cheese. How can you not like cheese, you pervert?
Oh, I love your little cheddar. Oh, I love it. Should we move on to Danica's eviction?
Yes.
Otherwise it's just a smorgasbord chat, isn't it? Mark, how has her exit affected the house as a whole?
I think it's definitely calmed down a lot since you've left, Danica, not for obvious reasons. And this, to say that, Mike and Lorenzo were very emotionally attached to you, and their emotions were all over the place. And then the people associated with them, their emotions were all over the place. The fact that you've gone now, it's kind of settled the boys down a little bit, and also the talk around. There's a huge amount of talk around you and the boys in that kind of triangle. So it's definitely brought the testosterone.
That could only be a good thing.
Not
maybe.
a bad thing at all, no.
Well, earlier today, the situation slipped into classic housemate mode. Let's have an exclusive look at that.
What do you think, Martin? If it's going to be a disaster?
I like it as it is.
It's going to grow out.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, it will grow out.
And plus, it's something that people... He dyed his hair. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Everybody was looking. Oh, shit.
Are you sure?
Yes. I will not get mad. Do not make comments right now, Julian.
It's green at the moment.
What's green? What's green? What do you mean, what's green?
Are we going to see a more comical side of the situation in this final week?
I don't know. Is he as thick as he comes across? Because he just seems like such an airhead. He found it funny that his boobs were dancing.
That was such a pregnant lick of the lips. It was like,
What does Julian call him?
The side table. Occasional table.
See, we, us housemates never ever knew that. We never knew that that's what he called him. But he comes out with some corkers of comments, I must admit.
Well, he seems like a nice lad, but he's just... I don't believe anyone can be that stupid and still breathe.
He has changed though since a little bit since you've left, Danica.
He seems really happy.
Has he? Has it lightened him? Do we think a little bit? He's not worrying about if you're going to get married and stuff. He's just chilled out a bit.
Did you not find him a bit creepy though? Because he was totally in love with you.
Well, he told me, he was like literally told me that he was in love with me after like 6 days, and I was like.
I think that's normal progression. Am I just really full on? Oops. Anyway, married after a month. Let's move on because I'm really embarrassed. Nana Julie has had a tough week of it. She was punished for talking about nominations and accused of game playing. Mark, is she really as calculating as maybe the boys think she is?
I'm going to put my neck on the line here, and I'm sure people are going to massively disagree with me about this, but no, I don't think so. I don't think she is playing the game.
I think that's a controversial stance, Mark.
The internet is a
and he's just joined Twitter. What are you doing?
I don't think so. Julie is very much if you watch her behaviour in there, she's very much an in-the-moment person, and she reacts in the moment. And then when the moment passes, she might react differently. So she's kind of very spontaneous and attached to what happens in the moment. So if you're like that, you can't really be calculating, because that would require an awful lot of thinking and observing, going over what you've done.
Yeah.
Julie is very much, she says it, like she moves
Get
on,
it?
and then she's in
Got
the
it.
next moment.
Good.
So I don't. If you're in that kind of mindset, you can't really be calculating.
She
because,
said herself as well, she doesn't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
So maybe...
What people don't get about Bette Lynch, right, is that she is the British Marilyn Monroe, right? If Marilyn Monroe, this is true. This is true.
I think Julie believes that.
If Marilyn Monroe hadn't been murdered by the CIA for knobbing a president, then that is what she would be like now.
Never did I think that conspiracy theory would be voiced on this show. I thought it would be any other one.
That's a fact, isn't
it?
it?
A fact?
Is that not a fact? I thought it
Ian,
was, yeah.
a more related question is,
Yes.
she looked genuinely shocked by her rule break. Did you believe it?
Listen, she is from a different world. It's a fact. I thought that she was murdered by the CIA.
I don't think it
wasn't
is
she?
a fact.
Is it not?
Anyway.
What was the question? I don't know. Yes.
Sunday.
Yes.
She basically was like, oh, I broke the rules, really? I didn't
Oh
realise?
no, she was no.
Danica,
I don't know what the nominations.
do you think that she was aware that she's breaking the rules?
Probably not at the time, but then after. I kind of think what you're thinking, but I also have to say that
she was murdered by the CIA.
No. But recently, I do believe she has been game playing. She's been game playing in the points that she's trying to, she's trying to be nice to Colleen. Let's work together now. Let's stick together as girls. She hates Colleen. She's made that very clear. So I do believe that she's been game playing slightly.
Okay, thanks team for now.
Thank you.
If you want to get in touch, you can reach us on Twitter or through our website. Still to come, we get all psychological, and Big Brother will be revealing to the house who faces the next eviction. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother Spit on the Side. We're a mere 5 days away from crowning our celebrity champion. Would you believe that? 5 days. So, as we know, diaries are a useful place to air all of your innermost feelings. Just ask Anne Frank or Adrian Mole. Well, Big Brother's diary room is no different. Have a look at these intelligent musings.
The occasional table, there's nothing wrong with him. This morning, he was telling us how he is the 4th most Googled person in the world. He's more Googled than Justin Bieber. More Googled than Jesus Christ. And I was very happy for him. And then I made him a sandwich as a sign of respect for the 4th most Googled person in the world.
How many times do you think you've been Googled, Julian?
I wouldn't want to know. He Googles himself most mornings to see what the world is saying about him. And some scurrilous journalists have been claiming that he is bisexual, which seems to be the worst thing in the world to him. But I don't... I may have been Googled about 5 times, perhaps.
I didn't sleep that well, because my mind was going round and round. And I needed a drink of water, so I was sitting up. And lo and behold, because the boys had had, understandably, too much to drink, Ashley, again I thought I was hallucinating, Ashley walked past, bollock naked, like a little boy going to the toilet, talking about bees. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
I'm strong, Big Brother. I'm not letting this environment break me. No way. Been through a lot worse, a lot worse. If I told them what I've been through in my life, they wouldn't even survive a day. A day. Trust me.
Very enlightening. Thanks, guys. Now, the female housemates gave us so much to talk about in the early stages, but now only 2 of them remain. Turns out there are some fellas in there too. Would you believe that? So let's talk about them for a minute. First off, let's start with Martin. Mark, what role is he playing in there?
I know Julian said that he kind of thought he was a silverback alpha male character, and he is a little bit, but he's not displaying all the qualities of an alpha male. That he's not kind of dominating the house, and he's not kind of using aggression to get people on board. Not at all. But he is kind of a powerful, the most powerful man in there. But the thing with Martin, he's probably more of a father figure, really. If you look at the younger guys go to him, the women are very comfortable with him as well. When Martin is talking to you. He's kind of got your back, and he's also kind of trying to warn the guys as well about kind of detaching themselves from Julie. So, an alpha male in the sense of being powerful, but not really, more fatherly, I think.
He kind of leads by example then, doesn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's quite calm. He's influential in quite a controlling way.
He's a bass player, isn't he?
A bass player.
He's a bass player in the
Oh, I
Spandau
thought you meant
Ballet.
metaphorically as well.
No, literally.
He is literally a bass player, yes.
And that's what they're solid. They're steady. They keep the beats and they play the bass.
Brilliant.
I ran out of steam in that sentence. I don't think anyone noticed that.
Let's have a look at the moment when he gave the voice of fatherly advice. Martin, not Ian, thank God.
I laugh at Julie as much as you guys.
Yeah.
But Julie pushes it to the edge.
She does.
And then
sometimes
one step further,
and that'll be her.
It doesn't look good on you,
yeah.
Right? And it doesn't look good on the person that's being attacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to tell you something. I'm not happy with some of the things Julie's saying.
Yeah.
And I think it's far too far over the edge. So it's up to you guys. You know, I'm just telling you.
Mark, they took on his advice. What does that tell us about kind of their relationship?
Well, they really trust Martin, you can see that, and that's kind of with the fatherly figure, they trust Martin's wise advice, and because of that age difference as well, there would be that sense of kind of Martin being more knowledgeable than them. Also, the thing with Martin as well is, Martin kind of grounds the blokes. If you hear what he says, like, it's a game, you know, he kind of grounds them in the reality of what's going on, get perspective, this, you know, and also kind of trying to get them to think, you know, this is going to end and you're going to come out of the house and, you know, you're going to go on after this. So put it in perspective and don't get too involved with the gameplay that's going on. Because his words were very clear. He said, this will bite you if you don't handle this properly.
A nice little warning from the dad of the house. Before he went in, Martin said he knew how to play the Big Brother game. Is that exactly what he's doing, Ian? No base analogies, please.
Well, he's playing the game in as much as he's not really doing anything. I found him, I like him. I think he's got the most amazing eyes, hasn't he? He's got wonderful, beautiful eyes. Beautiful, great teeth. Scraggy turkey-style neck, but he's getting on a bit.
I didn't ask you to describe him. Danica, did you realise that Martin was such a Big Brother expert, such a mega fan?
No, I didn't. And actually, to live with, I can't tell you how quiet he is. Very, very quiet, very laid back. I hardly had any conversations with him. Conversations I did have with him, you know, he always stood in the middle. He never really gave me an opinion, you know, so I could go to him and say, what do you think about this? And well, you know, it's kind of like that.
Quite
so
on the
always
fence.
on the middle, yeah, but a lovely person, and he always said kind of the truth.
What's the general feeling in the house about him?
Everyone likes Martin.
Yeah.
So he could do well, you think?
Yeah, I think he'll definitely do well, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's playing the game.
Thank you, Ian.
And the
you've got a chance to redeem yourself now. We're going to talk about the younger men of the house, or as they call themselves, Ham. Let's take an exclusive look at the moment that Ham was formed.
H-A-M.
Yo!
Ham.
Yo, Dad! No, wait, Dad! Ham! Yo! How about that?
That's
Yo,
Tom,
Dad!
Ashley, Mike, the situation.
Yo,
dog.
H-A-M.
That's Ham.
Ham! Do you know that? I know the brother. Go ahead, pull the H-A-M. Where's H? H-A...
This is H-A-M right here.
H-A-M! You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, dog! H-A-M.
Oh, good Lord. Mark, have Harvey, Ashley and the situation A, lost their minds, and B, become a powerful unit?
I think,
Maybe answer B.
I think that behaviour is Ham, not the group is Ham.
It's very hammy.
Yeah, this is classic group dynamics, what we're seeing with the boys. The boys are bonded very tightly, and probably you had something to do with that as well, Danica, and the fact that Ashley and Mike feeling rejected have now bonded themselves very closely in that tight group. And if you listen to the way they talk as well, they're brothers, they're talking, this is a very cohesive tight group, and the group has a very clear focus. We heard them talking the other day about saying the three of us have to get to the final. So this is a very, very tight, dynamic group.
That is their agenda,
yes.
Get to the end. Do you think it's a way of protecting themselves, Danica, being in this group?
Yeah, I definitely do, and I think that Ashley and Harvey probably would have been friends, but I definitely know that they wouldn't have necessarily gone for the situation kind of within their group if it wasn't for really Rian and my situation with the two boys. But
So
I
they've
think
absorbed him.
They've kind of absorbed it, but they're such a strong. And you heard me say it did feel like they were in a gang and they were always together. It's quite intimidating at times.
It does seem that way sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. Now let's focus on the youngest member of Ham, the piglet, if you will. It's Ashley. Ian, the letters from home task was pretty cruel.
Yeah.
How do you think he coped with that?
I think on that task alone, he may have won.
I think that's quite defining, wasn't it?
Said Big Brother, yeah, totally, because he did totally the right thing in getting rid of his letter and keeping Julian's letter. Of course, he had to do that, and then he did the tears. Oh, everyone was crying and stuff. You're going to be out in like about 7 days' time, so stop crying. For God's sake, just get with it. But he was so humble and cried so much like a big, massive girl that he will win it on the strength of that.
You really think it's winning material?
I don't think he's been a contender up until now, and I think that's pushed him into kind of like the top 2.
I don't think he'll win it.
You don't?
No,
Why?
I really don't. I don't think Ashley.
People don't like judo.
No, Ashley's lovely. Ashley's lovely, but I don't really think he's been really poignant in.
I agree. I don't think he has. Sorry, we're not finished.
I need to talk to Mark because it's psychology day.
Sorry, yes.
Nobody got annoyed with Ashley and his choices.
Yeah.
Is that because he is one of the most popular housemates?
Yes and no. Ashley is the baby of the house, and the thing is, like, it's almost like that younger child syndrome, where the youngest in the house needs protecting, gets a lot of attention. And if you look at Ashley, Ashley's kind of got his family around, his symbolic family around him. He's got the daddy Martin, he's got Colleen, who's his mammy, and he's got Irish mammy, and he's got the boys, his brothers.
That's one crazy family.
So he's not a threat. So Ashley's kind of just coasting along in there because of his position in the house.
So he just kind of needs to continue like that, do you think?
Oh, he's sorted, yeah. He's not a threat at all. He'll be
Okay.
fine, yeah.
If you'd have done that task, Danica, do you think the reaction from your fellow housemates would have been different?
I suppose it would have depended what I would have done, but yeah, I think that maybe some of them would have taken it a bit more to heart, possibly, but it's hard to tell, really.
Do you think maybe he gets away with a little bit more, as Mark says, because he's kind of the baby?
Yeah, it's definitely a man's house in there, definitely.
Well, apart from his brief crush on Rhian, we haven't really seen much of him.
No.
Why do you think that is?
And I'm so surprised by that, by the way, because living in the house, you think, right, Harvey and Ashley are getting all the airtime on the show.
Oh, you're surprised that actually outside we haven't?
We could not believe that. Like, I'm really, really surprised. So I was shocked at that.
So is he not a quiet character then? He's quite a big presence.
He has the biggest presence in the whole house, him and Harvey, all
Really?
the time. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's actually probably louder than Harvey.
Oh, wow.
Honestly.
Whoops.
There you go.
Well, we've missed something there, haven't we,
Yeah,
Mark?
we have, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, the housemates have nominated for the final time, and I believe Jamie will now provide you with an exclusive along those lines.
Yes, Alice, those housemates have plenty of reasons for stabbing each other in the back again this week. Well, everyone but the situation, because he's banned from nominating. And he has to stay on the naughty step. Take a look.
Who the fuck am I gonna choose?
Please be gentle with me.
Canvassing for nominations.
He's Republican.
Well, what I meant was...
Person that's two-faced.
There's a fakeness about her.
She stabs you.
I'm being totally honest.
Does anybody know what time it is?
Naive. Dragging people into toilets.
Didn't seem a terrible crime.
Childish.
School teachers.
Asserting his authority.
Immature.
I can't believe they're making me sit on this step.
He's being honest.
Sore throat.
General dullness.
Indigestion.
Taking that absolute.
Like I'm halfway out the fucking door.
Show some emotion.
The human calculator.
Let's get him. You've got a problem with me.
I don't play games.
Women aren't property.
A part like that.
What the fuck?
I quite accept it.
I don't like that.
Why?
It's a feeling in me.
I don't need putting in my place.
Thank God.
The fuck?
Now, many people think that it's the six-figure fee, 6-figure fee that tempts the celebs into the house. Well, that's bollocks. This is the real reason.
Welcome to the final bit on the side pub quiz of the series.
Bit on the side.
Question 1. Which of these animals can breathe through its backside? A. The turtle. B. The starfish. C. Julian's dogs.
Julian's dogs would be good at breathing through the backside.
Starfish.
Yeah, the
Starfish.
starfish.
Starfish, please.
Rumours started about which celebrity couple this week? A. Robert Pattinson and Megan Fox. B. Russell Brand and Jerry Halliwell. Or C. Jasmine Leonard and Paulie D.
I don't know who Jasmine, the second one, is though.
So that's
Ain't that Jasmine who's in here?
Yeah, right. They could be fucking with us.
He's highly sexed, isn't he?
Russell Brand. Who? Russell Brand?
Yeah.
Is he?
Second one.
They deserve each other. Russell Brand.
Robert Pattinson
and Megan Fox.
What did a young boy discover on a beach this week that could be worth £40,000? A. Whale vomit. B. A piece of the Titanic. Or C. Bette Lynch's leopard print coat.
It's B.
It's got to be C, isn't it?
No, B. Titanic.
B. A piece of the Titanic.
They've already gone down the Titanic. Why?
There's no way they got every piece.
Oh dear.
What, he just saw a mass amount of fucking vomit and was like, let me pick that shit up? No. No way. Nobody would even pick it up.
Although I don't know that my coat's missing. We'll stick with B.
We'll go with B.
B.
What do 40% of people do while only wearing their underwear? A. Watch TV. B. Iron. C. Visit New Jersey.
Definitely not visit New Jersey, okay?
Say A.
I'm usually naked at that point.
Yeah, you wouldn't iron half naked because you might burn yourself.
I'd say iron.
A. Iron,
B.
please. B.
You've talked me round.
Yeah.
Ironing.
Ironing.
Yeah.
Colin Haga was the first what? A. Commercial pilot. B. TV newsreader. Or C. Prince of Italy.
Would you ever think of newsreader?
Who reads the news? I was the first person to read the newspaper.
Do you know the Prince of Italy?
Not personally, no.
All right, so it's B if that's the Anchorman thing.
We're going to go for A. The first commercial pilot.
That concludes the quiz, housemates.
Oh, good.
Oh,
The winning team will be announced on the final show of Bit on the Side, and they will receive a very special prize.
Oh. Won't be us.
no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Bit on the Side. Later on, we'll discover which housemates...
Fan mail for Mr. East.
Oh, thanks. I'll make sure he gets it. Jamie, darling, over to you.
Before we start, here are tonight's banned words, Danica's wish list. And here's the lady herself. It's Danica. Come in. Welcome to my phone room.
Hello.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Right. Who have we got first?
We've got Eddie from Palmer's Green.
Oh.
Eddie from Palmer's Green. Do you know Eddie?
Yeah.
Good. How are you, Eddie?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Jamie. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. What would you like to talk about?
Well, first of all, I'd like to point out about Harvey's attitude towards Danica's flirting, considering what his checkered past has been like. Where on earth did he get onto this high moral horse thing? I just really just didn't like the idea of him just having a go at Danica and her flirtations, really.
Okay.
I just thought it was just out of order. In fact, all of them, you know, all of them nitpicking at Danica, I just didn't agree with. I thought she was absolutely fun, great housemate.
She's doing a Jedi mind trick on you now. She's doing it down the camera.
She probably is. Also, I mean, to be quite honest, I think she made this latest series.
What's the question, son? Stop flirting. What's the question?
Sorry?
What's the question?
Oh, yes, Danica.
Hello.
Hi there. Have you actually did you really enjoy yourself there? I mean, did you think it was worthwhile going into the house and the exposure that you got and all the crap that came along with it?
I really enjoyed it, and if I could go back in, I would. And thank you for your lovely comments. It was lovely.
Oh, no, that's okay. You really did make
All right, put your...
Oi!
Zip your fly up. Who we got on line two?
Mark from Leighton Buzzard.
Mark from Leighton Buzzard, how are you?
Hello,
hello, thanks. Yes, Danica.
Hi, Mark.
I think you brought some wonderfully positive things to the house. A generous and sensitive spirit, elegance, a great smile, some lovely deep dewy eyes that outdo Bambi, and best of all, you delivered everything with charm and eloquence in the face of unjustified
What's
abuse.
the question?
Okay.
She's got a boyfriend. Didn't you know?
Anyway, the question is about the flirting. Some people have claimed, like Jamie in fact, that you were disingenuously flirting to manipulate others and garner support. And to intelligent people, it's obvious that it's a ludicrous strategy in the BB house that would be doomed to failure, as it's impossible to carry out, and so you must have done it from habit or because you were invited. Would you agree that Prince Lorenzo and the situation are both missing both you and the flirting, and do not feel played or betrayed?
I don't really deeply think that either of them feel played or betrayed, and I hope they are missing me, because I'm missing all of them.
And I'm a bit surprised you're interested in the Jersey moron, because it seems to me he's so immature and sulky, self-obsessed, intellectually challenged, and could barely put a sentence together. I'm surprised that someone like him actually appealed to you in any way whatsoever.
Well, as a friend, Mark, as a friend.
Right, great. So even...
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. Who have we got on the line?
We've got Tonya from Waltham Cross.
Hi, Tonya. How are you?
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Danica.
Hi,
How are you
Tonya.
both?
Hello.
All right. I'll tell you what it is. I'm a bit upset about Julie's lip, to be honest with you.
Julie's lips?
Lip, as in leopard print.
Oh, leopard. Sorry.
No,
I thought we were going down a whole cul-de-sac there. Carry on.
Listen, Danica, I'm upset with them two boys. What's Prince and the other one? What's his name?
The Situation.
I called them Bill and Ted. They were making fun of Julie's lip in the diary room. How disrespectful is that?
Not really. It was disgusting.
They were holding it up to the screen like it was a dirty old sock. I was so upset.
To be fair, the dirty old, that was the only thing that was missing, wasn't it?
Jamie, they do not know the magnitude our Julie has. I'm quite upset by the whole thing. I could barely watch them tonight on the show.
I don't know how to respond to that.
But apart from that, Danica, how are you?
I'm really well. How are you?
There you go. That was your question. Who have we got on the line?
Oh, Jamie.
Trees from Coventry. How are you? Be very, very quick.
Right, very quickly. Danica, hiya, darling.
Hello.
I actually fully supported you, my love.
Oh, thank you. Where are you from?
Don't milk it. It's a quick one. Come on. Question.
I'm from Coventry. And basically, the question is, when you were first went into the house, you said within 12 hours that you were with someone. And do you wish that you'd put the boundaries up there then and said, get lost?
Quick answer.
No, I don't, because that's not me, and I like to have a bit of fun.
Bit of fun. Thank you very much. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for all your calls. I'll be here tomorrow for a chat about nominations. So call and leave a message on this number and we might get in touch. So, as regular viewers know, Jennings from the Test team was a cast member of the original Bells of St Trinian's. Absolutely true. Yes, she was cryogenically frozen until such time that she could once again serve important televisual purpose. Here she is with her final instalment before we put her back on ice. Thanks, Jennings.
Hey, it's Jennings here from the task team. It's been an interesting week in the Celebrity Big Brother house. Our Gods and Mortals task resulted in some rather ungodly behaviour.
Slowly.
But forget all that. We've got something super exciting for our last shopping task of the series. It's Big Brother TV. 2 housemates will become TV viewers. Their programmes will be provided by the rest of the housemates, who will star in a variety of TV shows. There will be a kids show which could get quite hairy for some housemates. And there will be a shopping channel where housemates will have to sell themselves. And there will be a game show which will put our housemates' quiz skills to the test. How will the winner be decided? It's all very top secret at the moment, so I can't reveal anything or else I will be fired. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure sharing all my task sneak peeks with you, and I would just like to look back on some of my favourite moments of the year. Oh, Julie Goodyear, just get out of my head. Ugh.
Oh, it's not right, but it's okay. So for this task, the kids' TV presenters are called Itchy Growler and Angry Growler. Ian, who do you think should play Angry Growler?
Bet Lynch.
Thank you.
Growler means vagina, doesn't it?
I think it does, yeah. I believe
Okay.
it's a double entendre.
Okay, right, okay. You sort of be clear that that's what we were talking about.
Great, good. Danica, there's a shopping channel as part of this task. Who do you think could kind of talk rubbish, basically, for a long time?
Harvey.
Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey or Julian.
I can see him selling, like, dusters or something. I'd
Yeah.
like to see that.
Dusters?
That's what they sell on shopping channels, don't they?
Yes.
Like diamond rings. They sell, like, cubic zirconia, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, Dominique, love it. Ian, who'll be best at sitting still, being a little bit lazy, watching it all?
The situation, gentleman. I can imagine he's really good at not doing a lot if he chose to.
Yeah, he likes to sleep.
Yeah.
Was he quite lazy in the house?
Do you know what? He was an excellent cook. He cooked.
That's so
all the
diplomatic.
time.
That means he was really lazy. But he once made me toast.
No, he wasn't lazy, to be fair, but he did sleep a lot.
Husband material? Just asking.
Not for me, but he was lovely. He was really nice.
Good save. We know they're all performers. Could this cause a little bit of tension between perhaps Colleen and Julie?
Yeah, it's definitely got the potential. If you looked at what happened in the Gods Immortal task with when Julie was Aphrodite and Colleen was in the lower mortal position,
She wasn't happy.
that power dynamic did create a little bit of tension between the two of them. So I think depending on what role they get in this task, there's the potential again that they might not get on.
I think Colleen would probably want a more prominent role. She hasn't really had that.
She hasn't really had that in the task, no, and she was finding it difficult when Julie was being fed the grapes. And
We all found
yes.
the fruit section difficult. I can
wasn't
tell you that.
Imagine if I would have done that. What flack I would have got.
I think it would have gone down a lot better. The scene, not the banana. Anyway.
If I buy you a laptop, can I see you chomp on a banana as though it was a man's
After the
penis?
break, we show you the nominations reveal. Shush, Ian. And Jamie will be reading an extract from the Situations book. I, for one, cannot wait. Welcome back to Bit on the Side. At this point, I'd usually make an amusing quip or humorous remark, but no, not tonight. Like Trevor McDonald delivering his final bulletin, I know that the nation weeps with me when I say, here's today's news. At 6:15 today, Big Brother gave the housemates toilet plungers and thongs. I know, sexy. Just a normal night in the Big Brother house.
Brace yourself.
Come on, guys.
All gone. Sorry. Go on.
You gotta get a lot of water.
Yes. Oh, man.
Watch out for that one there.
Oh, it fell off. Back photos, baby.
Oh, nice full nuts. Put it together.
Oh!
No.
Don't forget his head.
Come on, get the head.
Come on. Two. Don't knock any off that are on.
Yes, come on! Yes.
Shit.
Yes!
Prince Lorenzo's team won the task and their prize was a takeaway. Yippee! High five for that! Love a takeaway. Then earlier today at 12:53, the housemates nominated for the 5th time. It only took them 1 hour, 35 minutes and 11 seconds. But who's up? Over to you, Big Brother.
This is Big Brother. The housemates nominated for eviction this week are, in no particular order, Prince Lorenzo and Martin and Julie and these 3 housemates will face the public vote this week.
I know. I can also reveal it's going to be a double eviction. Are you shocked, Annika? Was that what you thought?
2 of them were, but I was very, very shocked at
You gasped at Martin.
Yeah.
You went, who do you think's going to go?
Julie will go.
And who else? It's 2.
Oh, and Lorenzo.
So you think Martin will be safe?
Yes, I think so.
I'm shocked though.
I am, especially
believe that.
Martin. Yeah, I thought he was going to be safe till the end.
Definitely. Well, at 9:42, here's how they took the news.
All I wanted was just to get to the finals, me, you, and Hall. That's it. And then we could sit back and...
Whatever happens, happens, bro. We don't care about it. As long as one of each other wins.
But you're right. It's the gang.
I didn't realise.
No, it doesn't matter.
But it is.
Make any bloody difference. I was just sitting here thinking, is that what they do to you, Nana?
The untouchables.
How you treat your own Nana?
Huh?
No, the trouble with Russia and anybody else, because you know that. But it speaks volumes.
Because they can't vote for each other, you know.
Oh, yeah? fucking awful.
Tune in tomorrow for all the housemates' reactions, and that's the situation because the situation said so. So Julie, Martin and Prince Lorenzo are facing the public vote this week, and it's a double eviction. It's time to save your faith. This week, Julie, Martin and Prince Lorenzo all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline call 0901 616 17 and add the number of the housemate. From a mobile call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate. For Julie, add 08. For Martin, add 09. For Prince Lorenzo, add 10. Calls cost no more than 36p from BT landlines or any mobile. Calls from other landlines may vary. Voting closes in Wednesday's show. Votes cast after the lines close won't count. For full terms, go to channel5.com/bbvote. Right, I'm here in digital with Helen for the last time. We're chatting at Mo, don't even get me started. Right now, Ian Lee should be in the Camerons. Ian, how have they let you back in, for starters?
I don't know, but I'm allowed back in, but I'm not allowed to be too noisy. What I'm finding fascinating is that Harvey has got the name of his pop group, So Solid, tattooed on his back, which is a coincidence because I've got the 11 o'clock show tattooed on my back and a picture of Daisy Donovan on my chest. So that's
lovely.
Very, very nice.
I love that you said pop group.
They were a pop group, weren't they?
Group, yeah,
It was a
they were.
little beat combo. Julian Clary is massive. Have you seen him?
What do you mean?
You know, like massive. I mean, now. What do you mean? What do I mean? He's really, really
Is he really tall?
Yes, he's
Oh.
really, really tall.
I thought you meant like obese. I was like, no, he's not.
No, he's what? Well, obviously he's not. Why would I say that?
Oh, shut up. What have you noticed?
Well, what I've noticed. That Prince, they won some task or something. I wasn't really paying attention, and they are allowed to eat the food of Prince's choice. Now, you'd think it'd be caviar, salmon, cheese. No, it was a pepperoni pizza. I like Prince.
Oh, so do I. Julie's right behind you. How's she looking after her noms? After now she knows she's up.
Well, we just saw Julie having her batteries changed
Do you know
in
what,
her pack.
Ian? Shall we talk about it after?
Oh,
Shall we? Yeah, let's. Thanks,
That's a bit
Ian.
rude.
No, I'm sorry.
Up
Thank
yours.
you. So, we ran out of time, I promise. Helen. Hi. I just wanted extra time for you.
I know, thank God.
I couldn't stand another minute of that man. I'm only joking. What is going on?
Well, we released earlier on online the nominations, who will be up for eviction, and similar to what Danica said, I think people are not surprised that Julie and Lorenzo are up, but they are massively shocked by
Martin's
Martin.
curveball, isn't he?
Yeah, and everyone thinks it's tactical voting talk. Everyone's thinking maybe they're doing it because they think, well,
He's
in the
going to be
house.
competition at the
end.
end.
Yeah. Lauren Carfan said, Martin, what the? Can't believe he's up. Hashtag King Kemp to stay. They're trying to get trending.
Okay.
But there's a lot of love for Julie.
Did you censor that yourself?
Yeah, I did actually. Michael John Crawley says Nana should win because it's people like her who make Britain great.
Oh, wow, that's a strong statement.
Yeah, not as much love for Prince Lorenzo though.
Do you think maybe just because he doesn't have loads of UK
I don't
fans?
think he's as popular on the tweets.
What else is going on?
Lots of love for Mark tonight.
Aw.
Not everyone's agreeing with him though about Julie's gameplay, but they do love his jacket. And Jackie J is trying to start sexy Irish shrink trending.
I like
tonight,
that.
so-
Don't agree with his professional opinion, but like
He
his
looks
jacket.
fit, so.
Thank you so much, Helen.
Oh, thanks.
And thanks to all our weekend guests across the summer, especially Mark Rackley and Dr. Funke, or as I like to call them, the mother fathers of mind. Tune in tomorrow when Emma will be taking a closer look at the latest nominations. But here with the final bedtime story is Jamie. Good night.
Tonight's story comes from the situation of New Jersey. The club, my friends, is a battlefield, and you should treat it as such. You need to roll in there like a special ops platoon on a mission. Your target, banging a chick. Troopers know how to play the wingman even when they find themselves in an unfamiliar platoon. Not too long ago, I found myself leaving a club in Vegas with 15 girls in tow. Just me and 15 girls. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. It was like the situation's drill team, with me being the drill. You know, but I realized I had a problem. There's a lot of situation to go around, but 15 chicks? Even the situation's bed has a maximum occupancy. We were all in the same elevator, that's American for lift, together and traveled up a few floors before the elevator stopped and opened for some guy who was waiting. The guy looked at me and the 15 girls and said, "Situation, I love you, man." Thinking on my feet, I said, "Bro, what's up? Get in here. There's plenty of room." I played like I knew the guy, like he was a friend of mine, and he, a natural wingman, went right along with it. When we got up to my suite, he took one of the chicks with him into a spare bedroom, thereby reducing an unmanageable 15 girls to 14, which I was able to handle on my own. That's a clutch wingman and probably the luckiest dude to ever wait for an elevator in a Vegas hotel room. Yo, check yourself, dudes. Good night.